It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon and welcome into your Daily Community Briefing live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV Channel 9. Michael Watkins here with you as we start another week. We're glad to have you along with us, folks. Today, lots to get to. We've had a very busy news weekend here in Madison and surrounding counties with here in the state of Kentucky. Let's jump right in. Our newscast today brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Get your power equipment ready for spring at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop's service your mower, and they are located on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We're also brought to you by Affordable Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. And Mountain Adventures. Get everything you need for your next family meal at Mountain Adventures. They've got all the fruits, vegetables, and locally produced meats, courtesy of 2 Farm Meats, and they are located at 70 River Drive in Irvin. Well, following the arrest of both Robert Gray and Ashley Lewis for their alleged participation in the murder of Jeremy Caldwell, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office is reporting that they have arrested a third individual who they say was involved. Police say that Freddie Wayne Scaff Jr. was located in the early morning hours of January 9th near London. The Sheriff's Office had previously stated that a $500 reward for information leading to the arrest of Scaff was being offered by the London Laurel Crime Stoppers organization. Scaff was apprehended and transported to the Laurel County Correctional Center, where he was lodged and charged with complicity to commit murder. Well, on Saturday night, the UK men's basketball team took a knee during the national anthem prior to tip-off. The players said this action was a message toward the ongoing issues that are taking place. Following the game, Laurel County Sheriff John Root expressed outrage toward the kneeling and posted a video to his Facebook page. Along with the video, Root said, "UK may have won the game, but they lost their respect. I honestly can't believe a team from Kentucky, the hillbilly state, took a knee to our national anthem with the American flag displayed. Can you imagine the blood and sweat that has been lost for that flag? I lost an uncle in Vietnam fighting for our rights, and I know a lot of veterans that have fought, and each of you have family that have made sacrifices as well. But honestly, to think that a so-called coach and team would take such actions sickens me. The UK apparel and memorabilia is gone tomorrow, and until we get a real man to lead the Cats and a real team, you will not see me back in no UK junk, and if you do, just come right up and hit me square in the mouth."
I'm Sheriff John Root here with my good friend Jailer Jamie Mosley, and we're kind of discussing the outrage last night of the University of Kentucky Wildcats that disrespected our American flag and our national anthem. We have a couple shirts here. This is one from way back, Final Four shirt. And this is what I kind of think about it, the disrespect that they showed last night to that flag right there, any flag here in Laurel County, and the disrespect to our veterans. And this is what I think about the program, Coach, until you can get these guys under control and lead by example. Here's my shirt.
I've got another one going right in behind it. The sheriff and I did talk about this a lot, and we did see a way to try to help some people out. A lot of the comments that we posted on Facebook and people concerned people that needed clothing, and we found that to be a good point. So what we came up with is we have about 100 of these Back the Badge t-shirts. They're brand new. They've got law enforcement, corrections, EMS, fire, rescue, dispatch. think a first responder on the back of it. So if you feel the same way we do and you've got some shirts that you no longer want, bring those to the jail tomorrow. It'll be on a first come, first served basis. Bring one shirt, and I can't promise what size you may get because I expect they're going to go fast. But as you form your protest, bring your shirt. We'll give you one of these shirts brand new that you can wear around and be proud of. And we'll take every single garment that we gather up, and the sheriff and I will personally make sure that they get to homeless shelters or anybody else in need that needs clothing.
Did the Kentucky Wildcats basketball team kneeling during the national anthem bother you? Let us know your opinion by answering our poll linked below, and we will read the responses on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show tonight. That's a Facebook post that's up right now on the social media pages and Facebook page for WBON TV. If the kneeling of the Kentucky basketball team bothered you, vote in our poll and share your opinions with us. We will express and talk about some of those during the sports show this evening. In a step toward establishing a prevailing wage for tobacco farm workers, the Kentucky Labor Cabinet today launched an online survey to gather information about how much employers paid them in the 2020 crop year. With sufficient participation by tobacco growers, the survey will determine the prevailing wage in the Commonwealth for piece or per unit, rates offered by employers that employ H-2A visa workers for cutting tobacco and other tobacco-related tasks. A prevailing wage rate is defined by the U.S. Department of Labor as the average wage paid to similarly employed workers in a specific occupation in the area of intended employment. The survey is voluntary, takes only a moment to complete, and will be available for 90 days. In previous years, the Career Development Office has conducted similar surveys as meetings with tobacco growers and at tobacco receiving stations, but moved it online for the 2020 crop year due to COVID-19. It's now time for our first commercial break. We appreciate you being with us here, folks, on your daily community briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. 0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC, 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
All roads lead to CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have the experience and knowledge to get your vehicle running at its peak performance, whether it's a small two-door sedan or a souped-up diesel truck. And with CT Diesel Performance, you don't have to worry about dealing with the big dealership prices. They will work with you and tell you what the problem is and help you find a solution. When it's time to have your vehicle serviced, remember, all roads lead to CT Diesel Performance, just off exit 97 in Richmond. We're back here on your daily community briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV Channel 9. Appreciate you being with us here, folks, on this Monday edition. Don't forget to share your thoughts and opinions with us on the kneeling of the Kentucky basketball team, and we will share those opinions and the results of our poll tonight on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show coming up at 6 o'clock. We'll also give our thoughts on that situation, look back at the first week for our local high school basketball teams, and so much more coming up tonight on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Our newscast today brought to you by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Let Bluegrass Marble and Granite take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. We're also brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. They have the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home. And Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, they will buy your children's gently worn clothes. In the latest report from the governor, Marissa Hempel details the rise in numbers and a new record announced by Beshear, as well as the weekend numbers and a new proclamation announced today to order all flags to half-staff in honor of the 2 fallen Capitol police officers. With the latest report from the governor, here's WBON TV's Marissa Hempel.
In the latest report from Governor Andy Beshear regarding COVID-19 cases, before the weekend started, Beshear announced more than 15,000 COVID cases over the past 3 days. On Friday, Beshear announced the 3rd highest ever report of new COVID-19 cases, surpassed only by the days before, January 7th and January 6th. During these 3 days, the governor reported 15,403 new COVID-19 cases. He said, quote, "We are at a really tough point once again in our war against COVID-19. We have successfully stopped 3 waves of this virus, but we are now seeing a real and significant increase in cases and our positivity rate from people's gatherings around the holidays. I wish it hadn't happened. We've got to make sure that moving forward we are not gathering in that way, and we've got to know that we wear a mask now to protect ourselves." According to the most recent White House federal report for Kentucky, the state's fall and winter surge has been at, quote, "nearly twice the level of rise of cases as the spring and summer surges." The report continues that the acceleration suggests there may be a United States COVID-19 variant that has evolved here, in addition to the United Kingdom variant that is already spreading in our communities and may be 50% more transmissible. Top counties with the most positive cases were listed as Jefferson, Fayette, Oldham, Kenton, Warren, and Morgan. Each of these counties reported 150 or more new cases. Jefferson County alone reported within the past 24 hours. In Lexington as well, they reported 384 new COVID cases over the weekend. 181 of these were on Saturday and 203 on Sunday. There was also one new death, according to the Fayette County Health Department. The health department encourages residents to adhere to the following guidelines, as always, to help slow the spread of the coronavirus. Wear a cloth face covering, avoid close contact with others, stay home if you're sick, and wash hands often. Also, in accordance with a proclamation from the White House, Governor Andy Beshear has directed that flags at all state office buildings be lowered to half staff until sunset on Wednesday, January 13th, 2021, as a sign of respect for the service and sacrifice of United States Capitol Police officers Brian Sicknick and Howard Liebengood, as well as law enforcement in Kentucky and across the country. Governor Beshear encourages individuals, businesses, and organizations throughout the Commonwealth to join in this tribute. For WBON-TV and Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Madison County over the weekend had 61 new reported cases of COVID-19 on Friday, 68 on Saturday, and 66 from Sunday. There have also been announced 3 new deaths in Madison County, for now a total of 42 deaths within the county. The 66 new cases from yesterday and the big total from over the weekend now brings the average daily cases per 100,000 population, the current incidence rate for Madison County, up to 71.3. There are over 1,218 to be exact, active cases in Madison County. Looking at some of the other current incidence rates around Madison County, I mentioned the big jump from Madison. On Friday, when we left you, the incidence rate for Madison County was 54.4. Today, 71.3. Estill County has actually dropped in that current incidence rate. They go from 39.5 on Friday to 35.4 today. Jackson County has taken a big jump. They went from 84.7 on Friday to 113.6 today. Rockcastle County has also taken a jump. They're at 77.9. Garrett County at 64.7, Jessamine County 59.4, Fayette County at 75.2, and Clark County went from 58.7 on Friday to 81.5 today for that current incidence rate. So early last week, when it looked like we had all these counties in the orange, had a county actually in the green early last week, today only one county back in the orange. Everybody else in the state back in the red for that current incidence rate. The lone standing county today that's in the orange is Hickman County. They remain the county with the lowest current incidence rate in the state. They have a 16.3 current incidence rate. Looking at some of the bigger numbers across the state, Harlan County at 111.5. Clinton County at 149.6. We also see Boyd County at 128.4 and Hancock County at 139.2. So just when we thought maybe that the current incidence rates and everything was going down, the vaccine being here, another rise in cases. The overall current incidence rate on Friday was 67.68. Today, the overall current incidence rate, 81.40. EKU has continued to update folks on their number of cases within the university since the spring semester began. There is now total cases within the university, 5 from residential students, 5 from non-residential students, and 8 employees have tested positive for COVID-19 during the spring semester. All 18 are still active. Folks, we appreciate you being with us here on your daily community briefing. When we come back, lots more to get to. We'll be right back in a few moments on the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting, 100.7 The Coyote and WBON-TV, Channel 9.
Davison Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davison Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davison Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisonpowellfuneralhome.com. Davison Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions.
Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
All roads lead to CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have the experience and knowledge to get your vehicle running at its peak performance, whether it's a small 2-door sedan or a souped-up diesel truck. And with CT Diesel Performance, you don't have to worry about dealing with the big dealership prices. They will work with you and tell you what the problem is and help you find a solution. When it's time to have your vehicle serviced, remember, all roads lead to CT Diesel Performance, just off exit 97 in Richmond. Welcome back into your daily community briefing live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV Channel 9. Brought to you by Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond, Jennings Auto Parts, and Kingston Shell. All those great sponsors of the newscast today. We appreciate them for being with us, and we appreciate you being with us as well here on this Monday. Well, the first week of January usually marks the time that schools are reopening their doors following winter break. While COVID-19 is still preventing a traditional school schedule, Madison County Schools has recently announced their plans to resume offering in-person learning. Public Information Officer for the Madison County Schools, Aaron Stewart, spoke with WBON TV about the school district's decision as well as what they're doing to maintain health and safety of students and staff. With that interview, here's WBON TV Channel 9's Gage Hill.
With COVID vaccines being distributed throughout the state of Kentucky, hopes are high that the end of the pandemic is in sight. Locally, Madison County Schools is planning on taking steps to get back to normal by offering the option to resume in-person instruction. Previously, MCS offered a hybrid learning method from September 28th until November 6th, when Madison County entered the red zone in regards to COVID case numbers. Since then, MCS operated under their red contingency plan, only offering virtual learning options. MCS Public Information Officer Aaron Stewart explained the district's decision to return to in-person learning on January 20th.
The decision to go ahead and try out this hybrid system again, we did the hybrid system in the fall for a short time. The decision to go back to the hybrid plan this spring, winter semester was made primarily because it did work well for us in the fall. With the hybrid plan, we have about somewhere between 70 and 75% of our kids who are on option 1, which is in person. And so with the hybrid plan, you have about half of that number in the building each day. This will be the same contingency plan that we utilized in the fall, where we have our A through K last names coming on Monday and Wednesday, and our L through Z last names coming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then on Fridays, all students are virtual.
Stewart says that even though in-person classes will be offered, the other 2 virtual learning options will still be available.
We intend to continue all 3 attendance options. Our option 1 students are our in-person students. Our option 2 students are attending our virtual academy, which means they are virtual students, but they are working with a teacher and with virtual classmates. And then our option 3 students are working virtually at their own pace. And those students are utilizing online resources as well as pencil and paper resources, and they have contact with a teacher, but they're not in class every day like our option 2 students are. Those 3 models will continue throughout the remainder of this school year.
As concerns over health and safety of students, staff, and families are still expressed by members of the community, Stewart tells us that existing guidelines and the recent rollout of COVID vaccines make the hybrid learning option a safe path.
We know that the mask wearing and the social distancing, as well as the hand sanitizing and hand washing, we know those things are working to keep people safe, and we feel very comfortable that we can accomplish the social distancing and of course any of the sanitizing and mask wearing with our hybrid option for sure. So we feel really comfortable with our ability to keep our staff and our students safe at school under those guidelines. We also know that the vaccine is beginning to roll out. Folks that work in public education have been deemed a priority, a top-tier priority, and so we have given our staff the option of receiving that vaccine, and we are hopeful that will begin the first week of February for those who have chosen to receive the vaccine. So we feel really good about that vaccine coming and keeping our staff safe. And then hopefully throughout the remainder of the spring into the summer, our students and their families will also have access to the vaccine.
All MCS information relating to COVID contingency plans can be found on the Madison County Schools website, and Stewart says important updates are provided on all MCS social media pages. For WBON TV Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
In a note from the White House Clinics, we are excited to announce new Saturday testing. Our Richmond location will be open for testing Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The first Saturday is scheduled for January 16th. Testing in Berea will continue to take place at the Berea Municipal Garage at the Berea Public Works building located at 200 Harrison Road in Berea. And they also ask you to remember when coming to get a test, there is no out-of-pocket cost for testing. Anyone is eligible. You don't have to have symptoms, and they can test all ages. You do not have to be a White House Clinic patient to participate. They just ask that you bring a photo ID and your insurance card. If you don't have insurance, they are still able to provide the test free of charge. The test is simple, shallow, and pain-free, not the deep dive that was seen early in the spring. That's courtesy of the White House Clinics. If you'd like to get more information, you can visit their website or give them a call and ask about where their testing sites are set up at. And they do a great job over there of keeping everybody informed as to what and where they are going to be set up at for COVID-19 testing throughout the week. It's a new week here, folks, and we appreciate you being with us. Don't forget, as we go throughout this week, we have a lot of basketball games coming up on WBON TV. And also, if you see something in our area, if you see something in Madison or one of these surrounding counties or somewhere here in Central or Eastern Kentucky that you think we need to know about, please message us in the WBON TV Facebook inbox. Let us know what's going on in your community, and we will make sure to get that covered for you. And we appreciate all the folks that have sent in tips throughout the year, especially with COVID-19 still hanging around. Still going to be needing those folks to let us know when there is something coming up, whether there's something canceled. Let us know in the